You're sitting there, staring at your phone again, looking at her name, rereading the old messages, listening to the voice notes she sent when everything felt good, when it felt real, and now, it's all gone. She's gone, or maybe she's still around physically, but emotionally. She left a long time ago, and here you are, drowning in thoughts, in confusion, in memories that don't serve you anymore. You're trying to figure out where you went wrong, how it fell apart, what you could have done differently. But let me hit you with a reality check. None of that matters anymore. What's done is done, and the fact that you're still wasting your energy thinking about her, worrying about her, replaying every word she said, it shows that you're focused on the wrong damn thing. You're not here to chase someone who chose to walk away. You're not here to beg for attention, love, or closure. You're not here to fix something that's already broken beyond repair. You are here for something much bigger, something deeper, but you can't see it because you've allowed yourself to be blinded by emotion. Emotion is useful when you control it, but right now, it's controlling you. You're trapped in your head, trapped in the illusion that she was the only one, that without her your life has lost meaning. That's weakness, that's delusion, and that's exactly what's holding you back. You think she's the one who broke you, but truth is, you broke yourself by putting her at the center of your world. You gave her power she didn't earn. You allowed your happiness, your confidence, your identity to revolve around her presence. So when she left, she didn't just walk out. She took your sense of purpose with her, and now you're stuck, not because of her, but because you forgot who you were before she came into your life. You forgot what you were chasing. You forgot the hunger you used to have. You forgot the fire in your belly that pushed you to grind, to build, to dominate. And now, instead of chasing your mission, you're chasing ghosts. You're chasing an old version of her, one that doesn't even exist anymore. You're chasing the comfort, the validation, the dopamine hits. But none of that is going to make you strong. None of that is going to put money in your account. None of that is going to sculpt your body or sharpen your mind. You're looking backwards when you should be moving forward. She made her choice, and so should you, but the choice isn't about trying to get her back. It's about getting yourself back. You need to reclaim your focus, your time, your discipline. All that energy you've been giving to her in your thought, reinvest it. Put it into something that pays you back. Your health, your wealth, your mindset, that's where your power is. That's where your future is. You're never going to reach your full potential if you keep allowing your emotions to steer the ship. You've got to understand that heartbreak isn't the end of the world. It's a spark. It's pressure. And pressure either breaks men or builds them. You decide what it does to you. You can sit around complaining about what could have been. You can keep replaying the breakup in your mind like a broken record. Or you can stand up, look in the mirror, and say, enough. Enough weakness, enough dwelling, enough hoping. It's time to dominate. You don't need closure. You don't need explanations. You need to take that pain and forge something with it. Let it mold you into someone unrecognizable to the man you were yesterday. That version of you, the soft one, the emotional one, the desperate one. Kill him, bury him, replace him with a savage, a machine. Someone who gets up every morning with intention, with aggression, with hunger. Someone who doesn't flinch when things fall apart, because he's too focused on building something that lasts. The world doesn't care about your feelings. It rewards strength, results, execution. And if you think for a second that crying over a woman is going to get you closer to the life you want, you're delusional. This isn't a movie. No one's coming to save you. There's no dramatic reconciliation scene, no moment where she realizes she made a mistake and comes running back. You're not living in a fantasy. You're living in the real world. And in the real world, the only way to win is to focus on what you can control, yourself. You don't control her choices. You don't control her loyalty. You don't control who she talks to, who she sleeps with, who she's entertaining behind your back. That's her business. You only control how you respond. And if your response is to spiral into depression, to give up on your goals, to let yourself go, then you've already lost. But if your response is to become better, harder, sharper, then you've already won. Because she becomes irrelevant, not out of hate, not out of bitterness, but out of elevation. Elevate so high that she can't even access you anymore. Let her become a distant memory in the rearview mirror of your grind. Let her be a reminder, not of pain but of purpose. She taught you something. She revealed your weakness. She exposed the parts of you that weren't ready, and now you fix that. You build a new foundation. One that doesn't crumble when someone walks out. You stop depending on others to validate you. You stop waiting for love to complete you. You stop handing out your energy to people who don't respect it. Because now you know better, now you've been through it, and now you rise from it. That pain you feel, it's not the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter, a version of you that doesn't need anyone to feel powerful. A version of you that doesn't fall apart when people leave. A version of you that's so locked in, so obsessed with becoming great, that distractions don't even stand a chance. That's how you win. That's how you evolve. That's how you make sure no breakup, no woman, no loss ever shakes you again. You become so strong, so focused, so grounded in your purpose, that nothing external controls your internal state. That's power. That's real masculinity. That's what being a man is about. You don't run from pain, you don't hide from it. You use it, you channel it, you let it sharpen you, you let it build your discipline, let it push you harder in the gym. Let it keep you up at night building your business. Let it remind you that comfort is the enemy, that softness is weakness, that waiting around, hoping, begging is a waste of time. You weren't born to be soft. You weren't born to be emotional baggage for someone else. You were born to lead, to conquer, to rise, and every single second you spend focused on her instead of on your goals, you delay that destiny. Every minute wasted thinking about her is a minute you could have used becoming better. And trust me, when you finally become who you were meant to be, when your bank account's full, your body's carved out of granite, your network is elite, your mind is sharp, she won't even matter anymore. She'll just be a lesson, a catalyst, a part of your origin story. She'll be the reason you woke up and realized you were living too small. You'll thank her, but not out of love, out of growth, because her walking away was the best thing that could have happened to you. It exposed your weakness, and it gave you a chance to destroy it. And that's the mission now. Destroy the old you. Kill the part of you that chased validation. Kill the part that needed her. Kill the part that believed you weren't enough without her. That man has to die, and from his ashes a new version must rise. Ruthless, driven, locked in, because the truth is you never needed her, you only needed you. You just forgot that, and now you remember. Now you rebuild, now you rise, focus on you. You want to know why most men never evolve, why they never step into their true strength. It's because they get emotionally hijacked by temporary feelings. They get caught up in love, in lust, in fantasy. And the moment a woman gives them attention, they forget their mission. They throw away their priorities for someone who hasn't even proven they're worthy. And then, when it all falls apart, and it always does when you lose focus, they're left in pieces, scrambling to figure out what happened. It's not even about her. It never was. It's about the fact that you compromised who you were meant to become for a feeling, for comfort, for company. You weren't built to depend on anyone, especially not someone who can't match your vision, your grind, your discipline. A man who gives his power away to a woman who doesn't respect him is digging his own grave. Slowly, every time he says yes when he should say no, every time he sacrifices his mission to keep her happy, every time he tolerates disrespect just to avoid being alone, that's how men become weak, bit by bit, choice by choice, until they look in the mirror and can't recognize themselves anymore. You've got to wake up and realize that the world doesn't reward men who play nice with their potential. The world rewards the men who stay focused, who suffer in silence, who don't need applause or affection or attention to keep going. That woman who left you, who ghosted you, who betrayed you, she was a test, not of love, but of strength, and you failed if you're still crying, still sulking, still waiting for her to come back. The truth is, she's not coming back. And even if she does, she's not coming back better. She's coming back with more baggage, more damage, more confusion. But you need to be unrecognizable by then. You need to become a man who no longer even notices her return, because he's too focused on the empire he's building. Men don't grow by clinging. They grow by cutting loose, letting go, moving forward. You need to let her go, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She cannot occupy space in your mind while you're trying to conquer. You can't build an empire with a broken heart dragging behind you. You want peace, you want clarity, then purge the past, Rip her out of your mind like a weed and plant discipline in its place. Plant routine. Plant vision. Grow into someone who no longer needs the apology, the closure, the explanation. She was a detour, not your destination. You thought she was the final piece, the answer, the one. That's the lie most men fall for. They meet a woman, they feel alive, and they convince themselves that they've made it. But real men know the truth. The mission never stops. You can't afford to get soft because someone's giving you attention. You can't afford to lose your fire because someone made you feel wanted for a moment. Your value comes from what you do when no one is watching, when no one is supporting you, when no one is loving you. That's where your character is built. That's where your legacy is forged. There are too many men out here treating heartbreak like a death sentence, like it's the end of the road. It's not. It's the beginning. Because when everything falls apart, you have a clean slate. You have nothing to lose, and that's when you're most dangerous, when you've got nothing but time, pain, and a reason to rise. That's when you go from being a boy to being a force. Use the heartbreak, use the betrayal, let it harden you, let it sharpen your edge, let it silence all the noise and bring your focus back to what matters. Do you know what happens when a man truly focuses on himself? Everything changes, his body changes, his bank account changes, his mindset changes, his standards change. Suddenly, he's not begging for scraps, he's commanding respect. He's not chasing women who don't value him. He's attracting women who fear losing him. That's the shift, that's the transformation, but it only happens when you let go of the weakness, when you stop pretending she was your purpose. She wasn't. She was a lesson, a mirror, a moment. You were never supposed to stay stuck. You were never supposed to become smaller to keep someone else around. You were supposed to grow, and now you have the pain to fuel it. That's a blessing. Most men don't get that. They live in comfort, in illusion, in safety. You got the pain, that means you've got power. If you channel it correctly, you'll look back on this and laugh. You'll see it as the best thing that ever happened to you, because it woke you up. It forced you to level up. It showed you who you really are, and who you are is not some emotional wreck waiting for a text back. You're not here to be sensitive to every mood swing, every mixed signal, every unanswered call. You are here to dominate, to become relentless, to build something so solid that no one can shake it. That's how you take control, not by reacting, not by begging, but by becoming better. So much better that the old version of you looks like a stranger. You've got to treat this phase of your life like war. Every day is a battle against weakness, against distractions, against the urge to slip back into the comfort of what was, but what was is dead. Let it stay buried. You are not that man anymore. You can't be. If you go back, you'll lose everything. You'll lose momentum. You'll lose confidence. You'll lose respect, especially from yourself. And once you lose that, you've lost it all. So you put your head down, you go silent, you train like a machine, you study, you earn, you execute, you cut off the noise, you don't talk about the pain. You let your results talk for you. Let her wonder what happened. Let her see your glow up from a distance, but you never look back because you're too busy becoming, too busy evolving, too busy creating a future so powerful that no one can deny your greatness. This is how legends are made, not in love stories, in solitude, in struggle, in silence, when a man is broken and chooses not to stay broken, but to rebuild himself from the ground up, stronger, wiser, colder, sharper. That's the moment the world begins to pay attention. That's when the respect comes in. Not because you asked for it, but because you demanded it with your discipline, your resilience, your focus. You want the world to treat you differently. You want women to respect you. You want life to stop punching you in the face, then punch back, with work, with growth, with consistency. Every time you feel weak, remind yourself of the mission. Every time you miss her, remind yourself of who you're becoming. That's how you win, not emotionally, strategically, systematically. With every rep, every dollar, every chapter, every late night you put in when others are asleep, you build leverage. You build strength. You build a life where no woman can ever shake your foundation again. You don't hate her. You don't need to. She did you a favor. She helped you see where your weakness was. She helped you see where you lost yourself. And now you're done with that chapter. You're not mad, you're not bitter, you're just busy, busy becoming a savage, busy turning pain into power, busy becoming the man that other men envy and women chase, but can't have because now your standards are too high for anything less than real value. This is what it takes. No shortcuts, no sympathy, no excuses. You either rise or you rot. You either let go or you stay stuck. The choice is yours. Every minute of every day you are making a decision. To stay broken or to build. And no one's coming to save you. No one's going to do it for you. This is your responsibility, your life, your future. Own it. Because when you finally let her go, not just in words, but in your soul, that's when everything will start to fall into place. Not by accident, but by force, by intention, by the kind of energy that says, I'm done being average, I'm done being weak, I'm done needing anyone. You become everything you were meant to be the moment you realize you never needed her. You just needed to focus on you. So now you understand, this isn't about her. It never was. This is about you, your future, your legacy, your evolution. She was the trigger, not the purpose. The pain she caused was a door, not a prison. And now you stand at the edge of that door with a choice. Keep looking back or step through and become a man no one, not even she, could have imagined. Let her go. Let the emotions go. Let the old version of you die right here. From this moment forward, you grind with focus, move with discipline, and live with purpose. No more chasing, no more waiting, no more weakness. It's you versus you now, and you don't lose, you rise. You build, you conquer, focus on you, and become unstoppable.